start the recording. We will have the VOD on YouTube for anyone to watch back. Just a disclaimer, we always say. What's up, bro, Mank? Good to see you on the field, finally. Let's hope he's ready. Both teams ready? I guess not. It is a loaded question. Maybe I should have put, are you ready for life? Well, still time to vote. Damn. Alright. We are good to go. Sometimes you just gotta jump in there. And that's exactly what's happening. But welcome in, everyone, to this Rivalry Tier 3 cast of the 2v2 circuit. Week 1, Hub TV. Veteran back, but has Tommy to help out. And now they set up NBDA Onyx Revenant in orange, Spartan BroKenn in blue. And looking for that first goal. Hub bringing it down. Jokin opts for the boost. Can get the ball as well, but trying to land on it and all over it. Good job keeping it away from the opponents of his side. And Jokin, however, does give that one up, but Tommy just gonna blast it. Not much boost in the tank. And what a block! Is that on target? Jokin had different ideas in mind, but Tommy, relentless. And what's up, Hoosier Mama? How goes it? But what a play from Tommy, getting us set up and sorted. NBDA strike first and add another of a kickoff goal. And Onyx, they are ready. Not too bad. Casting a match. We've got 2 matches tonight. Almost had to play in a Serenix match. Unfortunately, I got forfeited, but learning a lot. Learning a lot with Serenix. We're new to Serenix. So there's definitely things I like. And we're venturing through. So 2 up with NBDA Onyx Revenant. And just a reminder, this is Rivalry. They don't mind me talking about another league, but we are in many. But trying for their first goal, however, NBDA tough on defense. And now Bromank bring it to the corner. Jokin gonna follow. And they might have the number advantage, but venturing back, and Tommy boom it down. As Bromank almost gets the bump. Now Tommy can't get another, but Hubs, he's there right after, and they got some good positioning, one after another, really playing together. Now Tommy trying to go the distance. Bromank, tough challenge, does get it without getting bumped. But can they find the answer? And that missed demo almost makes them pay. However, right there, joking. What an effort. And definitely not trying to let that third goal go in. But BroKenn to the other side being challenged. Tommy is there. And gonna be denied a boost, but Hub just comes in and they got the pressure continually going and those good challenges as well. As Spartan BroKenn just can't get out of their own half. Pushing it down. Hub might have a pop here. Brings it wide. Makes one miss. This could be an opening, but BroKenn has the back covered. And I appreciate that, Hoosier. I know there's definitely a lot of nice people in Serenix. And then I haven't tried the bot either. That's a whole nother thing too. I should ask it some annoying questions. But joking, 50. And now they're running out of time. They need one quick. But Hub to Tommy, who can now take possession as he cut it, not given a chance. BroKenn dropping it down. But big pop, taking time away. BroKenn trying to maintain possession, but being challenged relentlessly. That was a good flick too. But 10 seconds here, trying for a little late game goal. BroKenn can't. And that's gonna boom all the way out. Keeping it alive. Tommy might have another. But game one goes to NBDA Onyx Revenant. You played a solid game one. Definitely looking dangerous. And we are going to Forbidden Temple to see if things are different. Now that both teams have a game under their belt. What's going on, F1 on YouTube? Hope you're doing well. But here we are, game number 2. And Spartan BroKenn can't quite crack the code on offense. They have a big hill to climb, and that is a crazy play to start. Tommy has another clip in this series. And did you hear the goal in the... Jeez. Tommy ain't playing around here. It gets started, game 2, and that one almost goes through, but BroKenn enough of a challenge. But there's Tommy again, and Tommy not gonna let them rest as he cuts in right at the right time. And that's something they've done so well. Played together after one challenges, the next fills in right after. Now Tommy given some time. BroKenn gets it out, but like we said, Hub right there to follow. And now Tommy, he's gonna track this one down, but BroKenn has possession and can't quite get on his car. Big 50 though, trying for the bump. And that's certainly a tactic that can help break the line. Those bumps, demos, and BroKenn able to capitalize. And that's a good challenge from the corner from BroKenn. They get their first goal, and perhaps now can add to it. Sometimes you get that first goal, gets that chip off your shoulder. And BroKenn with a big beat trying to get into net, but Tommy able to get a touch venturing back. But boost not gonna spawn there for JOKEN in time, but big 50 that hits a crossbar, almost a chance. But you see BroKenn gets a little piece, and that's enough to deter Tommy. You know, those little bumps are so underrated because it's a game of seconds. Tommy a little bit back, can't really do much with that. BroKenn going for the challenge, and he's got to be careful not to challenge too soon before JOKEN is ready on the defense. But BroKenn playing around with it. Tommy up to Hub, and big challenge, but Hub not a strong touch. And now Spartan BroKenn knocking on the door, but give up possession. And it's a good battle back and forth, 1-2. And Spartan BroKenn definitely not trying to let that next goal go in against them. But we're past halftime. That's almost a chance for Up TV. Does get a demo though, and Tommy takes to the air. Wish he had more boost. But JOKEN in a tough spot, no boost, able to get it out just for a moment. And BroKenn taking good possession, almost beats over. Going for the demo. JOKEN is there, and like we talked about, those demos can add an element to shake things up, and certainly was needed there. Spartan BroKenn fighting to tie it up, and it has not been easy. It certainly is a great play. But Tommy trying to move forward with some pressure. Now BroKenn has a one-on-one chance, and just enough a touch from Tommy. JOKEN trying to get there, and that's been big for Spartan BroKenn. Just attacking and being a little bit quicker in their opponent's half. Just at the last second for a couple of scores. But that's a big miscue, giving up possession from the corner. Gotta say, from the corner, those are probably the most where shots come through and actually score. Those corner shots. But there's a corner on the other side. Well, there you go. In case you were wondering. Shot from the corner. BroKenn looking nice in the air. And we're back to being tied up 3-3. We certainly do have a shootout on Forbidden Temple. But I always talk about it. And Tommy set up with the open net. Hub TV, nice assist. But I always talk about Forbidden Temple. One of my favorite maps. I mean, visually it is pretty cool, but probably one of my favorites because I usually have it as game 2. And I feel like game 2 is so interesting. You see how a team bounces back. Not everyone is gonna play the same from game 1. But 30 seconds left. Tommy challenging, trying to read that block. And JOKEN has to stay with it. He's trying for the pass, but now it's in a rough spot. He goes for it, and that is risky. And Tommy right there, ready. And Hub TV has been great at assisting Tommy. I like Neo Tokyo the most, although it's caused many heartbreak. Yeah, for sure, it's caused a lot of heartbreak as an RLCS fan. Certainly. Atomic. But that is gonna do it for game 2, and better showing from Spartan BroKenn. I know the difference is 2 goals, but that was of late. But some miscues down the stretch, and now they gotta put something together for a full match. Can they do it? Well, their backs are against the wall, can't afford any more losses. But meanwhile, NBDA Onyx, they are playing solid. Definitely a tough team to contend with. And they're gonna obviously try to continue their momentum, continue what they're trying to do. Oh no, it's a massive mistake. Then the first killer backward clear. Yeah. Brutal. It is tough being a NA fan. Especially internationally. I mean, we have one recently, but who knows right now? I couldn't tell you. Good luck in a consistent top 4. But game 3 is here. And BroKenn gets a boomer. That's gonna be a blast from all the way back left. And definitely the start Spartan BroKenn need. But you know Tommy's gonna come through, and he almost botches that one. Able to crawl to the finish line there. And NBDA not letting Spartan BroKenn live in the lead too long. And are we surprised? No, because they certainly know how to come out swinging. But blasting out Tommy, tracking this one down. BroKenn challenging high, good challenge. He's back though. Although he has to be careful not giving up possession. Although Tommy races back, able to back him up. Big 50 and BroKenn there in time. Now joking, not gonna be able to get boost, but does get a nice touch. And BroKenn going for some bumps demos, see if they can form something. And got to be careful with that not being too risky, but they're using the number advantage, and this could be a huge difference maker. We always talk about the numbers in a 2s match. They're so pivotal. If you have the 2v1, use it. And that's blasted. Tommy, good recovery. Able to get it clear. But big 50. Now BroKenn going for some more. Trying to cause havoc. And if they can complete it, certainly will open things up. However, venture too far forward, you leave yourself exposed, but this time pays off. The pressure, the forward pressure in tow, and they're playing a little more diagonally, and that is the reward that can come out. And definitely a good pass and shot. I agree, Dev. But is the lead short-lived? You got NBDA knocking on the door, get a demo, and this might be a double, and Tommy can't complete it, although a tough spot, running out of boost, but certainly wanted to. And you can't sleep on Tommy and his ability. BroKenn, awkward touch, and able to get it away for a moment. But Tommy to the air. Hub might have a double, and joking. What a touch. And tough to read. That's lofted up, and you could feel the pressure mounting. NBDA. They want to get that tying goal. An awkward touch. BroKenn might be in trouble just enough as Hub just knocking on the door. Almost beats out. And joking almost has a crazy angle. Could have scored that, not gonna lie. I thought. I mean, we've seen enough evidence from Tommy. Certainly can't doubt him, but what a pop! And not there in a 50! How is it not in? It's so close! And they're gonna have to go back to the drawing board. The openings are there, ever so slightly. But high pop, BroKenn in trouble. Big 50, they're holding out. But for how long? They need to get possession. But not easy. They're running on fumes. Being challenged in this corner like crazy. And Tommy has an extra touch, but that's a little bit wide. And Spartan BroKenn happy to see it go wide. But they're definitely not out of the woods yet. And there it is. Tommy finally strikes through. And what a series of events. They should have scored 3 different times. Yes. Though imagine a kickoff goal right here. Those are our favorite. It's so interesting to see a kickoff goal because it is so deflating. Like all this momentum, all this effort, and then you could just get a kickoff goal. But yes, it felt inevitable. Incredible effort, but BroKenn gonna use that bounce, and guess what? It's in the corner. That's a corner shot. That's a nice bounce for Spartan BroKenn. Happy to have that one. Sometimes that's unfortunate having that bounce in your own half. But let's not forget, Spartan BroKenn, they need to win this to stay in the series. And slight touch. No, not like this. Not like this. The pain. And Tommy, how does that work? And I don't blame Spartan BroKenn. He looked like he cut off his own teammate. And it would have been so awkward. But yet, kickoff goal too. Not like this. What is going on? What is happening? The pain is real. And I feel it. Just absolute madness. How the tables have flipped and broken and crumbled. And Hub gonna add more to it. And those kickoffs, brutal. But I can't believe that touch that sparked this from Tommy. He cut off, actually got the touch, and it went forward instead of messing everybody up. And it actually rolled in. And late second goal, if only it was tied up. But NBDA, they're going to take this one, and they are a solid team. Definitely a team to watch out for. But GG's. Italian. But give credit to NBDA Onyx Revenant. They showed up, showed out. And like we said, definitely a team to watch out for in the series. GG's, BroKenn. Thanks for having me cast. I know, unfortunately, did not go in your favor, but you also have to give credit to NBDA. A solid team. Definitely one you don't expect to not see in the future. Tommy is nuts. Can't lie. He had definitely a couple of clips in the series. But If you voted Spartan, well, no. If you voted NBDA Onyx Revenant, you are correct. I mean, we were gonna say you weren't, but let's give credit to NBDA. They are the victors. So congrats to them on the victory. Also, big shout out to everybody who followed, especially the supporters from NBDA. Can't thank you enough, keeping me company, chatting. Even if you just lurks, very much appreciated. So thanks for tuning in to this one. And that's going to do it for a cast tonight. I'll also have this VOD on YouTube if any of the players want to watch or anybody wants to rewatch, more than welcome to. But yeah, I like YouTube for putting up VODs. Although the VOD is still on Twitch as well, but VODs are good on YouTube because they stay forever. So we've been doing that, adding them to YouTube as well. Yeah, it happens. Good team. Yeah, that's definitely not the last we see of Spartan BroKenn. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Hub TV. Solid performance. But it's been a while since I've done a league game. That's true, bro, man. A little nervous because we're streaming, obviously, right? You got us casted. Different stakes over here. I'm kidding. You're part of SPC. You know all that. Feel like this is my first season in a while too. Aura, says Hub. But definitely never right. Yeah, you at least kept it close. And sometimes that's all you can do. But like I said, we got to give credit to NBDA. They are a solid team.